Avoid these avocado mistakes to live healthier. 2024. What if I told you the way you handle avocados could be impacting your health? Are you looking for ways to make the most out of your avocados? Stay with us as we uncover the common mistakes people make with avocados and how to avoid them. Avocados are incredibly popular and known for their rich, nutritional benefits, often being hailed as a superfood. They are the staple in many healthy diets around the world, prized for their heart-healthy fats, fiber, and essential vitamins and minerals. However, did you know that the way you store, prepare, and consume avocados can significantly affect the benefits you receive? Many people unknowingly make mistakes that can diminish these benefits. In today's video, we're going to delve into these common mistakes, providing you with practical tips on how to avoid them, ensuring you maximize the nutritional value of this amazing fruit. Before we start, remember that the information provided in this video is for educational purposes and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult a healthcare provider for advice tailored to your health needs. The information provided is fact-checked, reviewed, and verified by qualified health experts. Mistake number 1. Cutting the avocado before it is ripe. So you know how avocados are supposed to be all creamy and delicious? Well, one big mistake a lot of us make is cutting into them before they're ripe. When avocados aren't ripe, they're hard and not that tasty. Imagine trying to spread that hard avocado on your toast. Not fun, right? It's not just about the texture. Unripe avocados don't have that rich, buttery flavor we love. There's actually some science behind why waiting for your avocado to ripen is worth it. Studies have shown that avocados ripen best at room temperature. When they're allowed to sit out, they undergo natural changes that make them soft and enhance their flavor. One study highlighted that keeping avocados at room temperature until they're ripe helps maintain their nutritional value better compared to refrigerating them too soon. So how can you tell if an avocado is ripe? It's pretty simple. One popular method is the stem test. Gently try to remove this little stem at the top of the avocado. If it comes off easily and you see green underneath, your avocado is ripe and ready to eat. If it's still stuck or you see brown, it needs more time. Another way is to give it a gentle squeeze. A ripe avocado should yield slightly to pressure, kind of like pressing on the skin between your thumb and forefinger. You can also use the oven baking method. Wrap the avocado in aluminum foil and bake it in the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. This method helps to soften the avocado, making it usable in a pinch. Have you ever tried these methods before? They're super handy. Mistake number 2. Not washing the avocado before use. Now, let's talk about another common mistake. Not washing your avocado before you eat it. It might seem unnecessary since you're not eating the skin, but trust me, it's important. Think about where avocados come from. They're handled by many different people and might be exposed to pesticides and bacteria along the way. Would you eat an apple without washing it? Probably not, and the same goes for avocados. Research has shown that pesticide residues can linger on the skins of fruits, including avocados. Even though you don't eat the skin, cutting into an unwashed avocado can transfer those residues and any bacteria from the knife into the flesh you eat. That's not something you want in your healthy avocado toast. So, what's the best way to wash an avocado? It's pretty straightforward. Before cutting, rinse your avocado under cool running water. Use your hands or a clean vegetable brush to gently scrub the surface. This helps remove any dirt, bacteria, and pesticide residue that might be hanging out on the skin. After washing, dry it with a clean cloth or paper towel before you start slicing. Do you wash your avocados every time? It's a small step that makes a big difference. Liking these avocado tips so far? Please give a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you find this information useful. We'd love to hear your thoughts so we can keep making content like this. Mistake number 3. Thinking an oxidized avocado is spoiled. You know when you cut into an avocado and it starts turning brown? That's oxidation. It happens when the flesh of the avocado is exposed to air. But here's the thing. Oxidation doesn't mean the avocado is bad. It just means it's been exposed to oxygen. Have you ever thrown away an avocado because it turned brown? You might have tossed out a perfectly good fruit. There's a study that looked into the chemical changes in avocados during oxidation. It found that the browning is due to enzymes that react with oxygen. This process is similar to what happens to apples and bananas when they're cut. The good news is that the change is mostly on the surface and doesn't mean the whole avocado is spoiled. However, if the avocado is brown throughout, mushy, or has a strange smell, then it's likely spoiled. So, how can you tell if an avocado is truly spoiled and not just oxidized? First, give it a smell. A fresh avocado should have a mild, pleasant smell. If it smells sour or off, it's probably bad. Next, look at the color inside. If it's uniformly brown or has dark spots, it's best to toss it. Finally, give it a little squeeze. If it feels very soft or mushy, it's likely past its prime. Do you check your avocados this way? It's a simple way to make sure you're not wasting good food. Mistake number 4. Storing the used half incorrectly. Alright, let's move on to another common mistake. Storing the used half of an avocado incorrectly. Once you've cut into an avocado, preventing the unused half from turning brown can be tricky, but it's not impossible. Have you ever cut an avocado and the other half turned brown by the next day? It's frustrating, right? To understand the best way to store a cut avocado, researchers have looked into various food preservation techniques. They found that limiting the exposure to air is key to slowing down oxidation. One effective method is to keep the pit in the unused half. The pit helps reduce the surface area exposed to air, but that's not enough on its own. A great technique is to wrap the avocado tightly in plastic wrap. This creates a barrier between the flesh and the air. Some people also use airtight containers for added protection. Another tip is to squeeze a little lemon or lime juice on the exposed flesh before wrapping it. The acid in the juice slows down the browning process. Have you tried any of these methods? They can really keep your avocado fresh longer. When you store the wrapped avocado in the fridge, you're giving it the best chance to stay green and fresh. However, even with these techniques, you should aim to use the remaining half within a day or two for the best taste and texture. Do you usually finish your avocados quickly, or do you sometimes forget about them in the fridge? Mistake number 5. Buying too many avocados. When you buy too many avocados, you run the risk of them spoiling. Avocados ripen pretty quickly, and once they're ripe, they only last a few days before they start to go bad. If you've ever had to throw out an avocado that's gone mushy and brown, you know how disappointing that can be. Plus, it's not just about wasting food, it's also about wasting money. There's actually a lot of food waste that happens because of this kind of thing. Studies show that a huge amount of food is thrown away every year because it spoils before we can eat it. In fact, some statistics say that nearly 30% of the food we buy ends up in the trash. That's a lot, don't you think? It's not just bad for our wallets, but it's also bad for the environment. All that wasted food means wasted resources, like water and energy, that went into producing it. So, what's the best way to avoid this mistake? It's pretty simple, really. Only buy the amount of avocados you think you'll use in a few days. If you usually eat 1 avocado a day, don't buy more than 3 or 4 at a time. This way, you're more likely to use them all before they go bad. Do you already do this, or do you think you could give it a try? Another tip is to buy avocados at different stages of ripeness. Pick a couple that are ripe and ready to eat, and a few that are still firm and will ripen over the next few days. This way, you have a steady supply of avocados that are just right for eating. Have you tried checking for ripeness at the store? It's a good habit to get into. Mistake number 6. Storing avocados in the refrigerator before they are ripe. It might seem like a good idea to keep them in the fridge to make them last longer, but it actually slows down the ripening process. Have you ever put a hard avocado in the fridge, only to have it stay hard for days? That's why. Refrigeration affects the way fruits like avocados ripen. Studies have shown that keeping avocados at a cool temperature can delay the natural ripening process. The cold slows down the enzymes that cause the avocado to soften and develop its rich flavor. So if you want your avocados to ripen properly, it's best to leave them out at room temperature. The optimal way to store avocados is to keep them on the counter until they're ripe. Once they're ripe, you can put them in the fridge to keep them fresh for a few more days. This way, they stay perfect for eating without going bad too quickly. Have you noticed how avocados ripen faster on the counter? It's a good trick to remember. If you need an avocado to ripen faster, there's a simple trick you can use. Place the avocado in a paper bag with an apple or banana. These fruits give off a gas called ethylene, which speeds up the ripening process. Just check the avocado daily until it's soft and ready to eat. Have you tried this method before? It works like magic. Mistake number 7, getting the amount of seasoning wrong. Have you ever made guacamole or avocado toast and thought it just didn't taste right? Sometimes it's all about the seasoning. Too much salt can overpower the natural flavor of the avocado, while too little can make it taste bland. Did you know that seasoning can actually enhance the flavor of avocados if done correctly? Culinary studies have shown that a balanced amount of salt can bring out the best in avocados. The right seasoning helps to highlight their creamy texture and rich taste, but finding that balance can be tricky. Do you ever wonder how much seasoning is just right? One good tip is to start with a small amount of salt and gradually add more if needed. Taste as you go along. This way, you can adjust the flavor without going overboard. A little lemon or lime juice can also brighten the taste of the avocados, giving them a nice zing without overwhelming their natural flavor. Have you tried adding citrus to your avocados? It's a game changer. Sometimes, adding other spices can make your avocado dishes even better. A pinch of black pepper or some red pepper flakes can add a bit of heat. Cumin and garlic powder are also great options to experiment with. The key is to add these seasonings in small amounts and taste frequently to ensure you're not masking the avocado's flavor. What are your favorite spices to add to avocado dishes? Mistake number 8, mashing the avocados too much. The texture of mashed avocados can make a big difference in your recipes. When avocados are mashed too much, they can become too smooth and lose that chunky texture that makes dishes like guacamole so good. Research has looked into the ideal consistency for different avocado dishes. For something like avocado toast, a smoother texture might be okay. But for guacamole and salads, having some chunks of avocado gives a better mouthfeel and makes the dish more interesting. Do you like your guacamole chunky or smooth? To get the right texture, try using a fork instead of a blender. A fork gives you more control over how much you mash the avocados. Start by cutting the avocado into cubes, and then gently mash them with a fork until you get the desired consistency. This way, you can leave some bigger pieces for that perfect chunky texture. Have you tried mashing avocados with a fork before? Another tip is to mix in other ingredients gently. When making guacamole, add your onions, tomatoes, cilantro, and other ingredients after you've mashed the avocado. This helps to keep the texture from becoming too smooth. Mixing gently ensures that you maintain some of those delicious chunks. What ingredients do you like to add to your guacamole? Encouragement and health benefits. Hey, don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom when it comes to avocados. Sure, we need to avoid some common mistakes, but let's not forget why we love avocados in the first place. They offer so many health benefits that make them a great addition to your diet. Let's dive into some of the amazing things avocados can do for your health. Improves gut health. First off, did you know that avocados are really good for your gut? They are packed with fiber, which is super important for keeping your digestive system running smoothly. Eating more fiber can help with that. Research shows that the fiber in avocados supports the good bacteria in your gut. These bacteria help you to digest food and absorb nutrients better. Isn't that cool? By eating avocados regularly, you can reduce constipation and promote a healthier digestive system overall. Supports heart health. Another awesome benefit of avocados is that they're great for your heart. They are rich in heart-healthy monosaturated fats. These are good fats that help keep your cholesterol levels in check. Studies have shown that these fats can lower bad cholesterol levels and even increase good cholesterol. Have you ever worried about heart disease? Adding avocados to your diet can help reduce that risk. The healthy fats in avocados can make a big difference in keeping your heart healthy. Anti-inflammatory properties. Avocados are also packed with antioxidants that help fight inflammation in your body. Chronic inflammation can lead to various health issues, including heart disease and cancer. Have you ever heard of antioxidants? They are substances that protect your cells from damage. Research indicates that the antioxidants in avocados, like vitamin C and E, can reduce inflammation. Eating avocados can help protect you from chronic diseases and keep your body healthier overall. Enhances eye health. Your eyes can benefit from avocados too. They are high in vitamin A and carotenoids, which are crucial for good vision. Vitamin A helps protect the surface of your eye and is essential for good vision, especially in low light. Carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin, found in avocados, also protect your eyes from harmful blue light. Have you ever struggled to see in dim light or worried about age-related vision problems? Eating avocados can help protect your eyes and keep your vision sharp. Aids in weight management. Trying to maintain a healthy weight? Avocados can help with that as well. They are high in fiber and healthy fats, but low in calories. The fiber and fats in avocados can help you feel full longer, which means you're less likely to overeat. Studies have shown that including avocados in your meals can help control your appetite and manage your weight. Have you ever tried adding avocado to your meals to see if it helps you feel full? It's a delicious way to stay on track with your weight goals. Benefits during pregnancy and breastfeeding. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, avocados are especially beneficial. They are rich in essential nutrients like folate and potassium. Folate is important for the development of the baby's brain and spine, and potassium helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels. Studies suggest that avocados can help meet the increased nutritional needs during pregnancy and breastfeeding. Do you know someone who is expecting? Sharing this information might help them. To quickly recap, we discussed the 7 common mistakes people make with avocados and how to avoid them. From not washing them before use to overeating this delicious fruit. Remember, making small changes can significantly enhance the health benefits you get from avocados. Have you been making any of these avocado mistakes? What tips do you have for storing or using avocados? We'd love to hear from you. Your feedback is important to us. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can keep learning more about living a healthier life. Embrace a healthier you with fresh insights, nutritious tips, and vibrant wellness journeys. Stay fresh, stay healthy. See you next time.